Okay.
I'm Vesna PUSIC. I'm the leader of the parliamentary party called Croatian People's Party, Liberal Democrats, which is the third strongest party in Croatia, the third strongest party in Croatian parliament. We have been in the forefront of fighting for human rights in general and also for fighting for gay rights since the first gay pride that was organized, I think, in the early 2001 in Croatia. At that time it was very different. There were violent attacks at marchers and then the Pride Parade. There were big police barricades, a lot of police protection, there were people hurt, and it was pretty unpleasant, but it only emphasized how important it was to break through the, I would say, barrier and wall of hatred based on ignorance and prejudice. And it showed that it was important because over the years, the reaction to the gay pride parade in Zagreb has changed dramatically. There are, of course, still occasional incidents such as yelling insults or making faces at people marching in the parade, but there are no attacks, and police barricades are gone. And last year when we marched, it was people stopped and looked at us, but it was, I would say, more with curiosity than with some kind of animosity, which shows that civic action actually does matter and is important, and it does change people's attitudes. In my opinion, in Croatia, fighting for gay rights is fighting for human rights in general, but it has a special emphasis because in some ways, in other aspects of discrimination, we have achieved a level where even people who tend to have discriminatory values are a little embarrassed to say that or to show that in public, whereas discrimination of gay people is still considered semi-acceptable, or, you know, sort of wink wink, we maybe have to pretend that we don't have prejudices, but we all know what underneath we think. And this is not new. This used to be the case with a lot of different prejudices in this and every other, I would say, society. But it did change over time. And let's say nobody in his right mind today would speak of herself or himself as racist, or whereas here it's still semi-acceptable, but I think that only makes this type of civil initiative more important. It's very important that ALDE supports that, especially in a country like Croatia, which is a candidate country and thinks of itself as a country that will very soon become a member of the European Union, to show that those values are part of the common values that we want to accept or that we want to share and be part of. And that is seen as something that's progress rather than I would say a mundane or frivolous initiative, and putting it in this positive context, I think, is also very, very important.
Thank you very much.